Hey Gems, it's May, or Ame, or Amethyst, or whatever you feel like calling me today. Just be nice, because it's World Kindness Day. What a cheesy intro. How you doing? It's been a little minute, sorry. Trying to get back on that bandwagon of creating actual videos and not just live streams and short form content. So, I thought I would bring you what I did with the mushroom house in my Dreamlight Valley. I love the mushroom house, and as soon as I saw it, I definitely envisioned kind of the Alice in Wonderland feel with like the blue caterpillar guy and the like take part of the mushroom. I don't know, I've seen so many versions of Alice in Wonderland. I don't even know if what I'm talking about is like the Disney one or not, but it is like she says part of what? And he like opens his wings and he's like, the mushroom. And very dramatic. Like, I think that is like mid-90s Whoopi Goldberg Alice in Wonderland. But anyways, I digress. Let's reel it back in here. I decided this little corner of my valley would be Wonderland. It goes along with the theme of different lands, different parks within my valley, and actually I didn't have a plan for this part of the Forest of Valor anyways, so I thought, well, why not do my absolute favorite story ever and put Wonderland in this part of the park. So here I am doing a little bit of a chessboard. I'm not really sure, I haven't decided on any kind of chess pieces. We do have like a golden urn type looking thing that would work okay for a pawn, but doing all of the rest of the pieces doesn't quite work. So for now, it's just a board on the grass. I would really love if we got some grass textures instead, or grass paths. If I could do this in different colors of green, would love that. There is another Alice in Wonderland that was like a 2 to 3 hour special on TV, and that one's my favorite version because they do everything and they sing about toast and jam. It is the cutest. I love that one the most. And in that one, the checkerboard itself is like the grass, and she's having to move across the board. I loved it. I love it. There's so many versions of Alice that I love, but that's why I would really like it if we had some different grass types, and maybe I could make the checkerboard out of grass and not pathing. But for now, the pathing worked. Pathing worked pretty well, actually. I'm a little surprised. There's only a few places where you can kind of see some purple poking out, so no big deal, really. Then I decided I wanted it to look a little more wooded, because there's a couple of instances where she's like walking the path, right? And she's in the woods and she meets Chash and stuff like that. So I feel like there needs to be a lot of woods. There needed to be a lot of color in the woods too. So I'm super thankful that we have the red tree. I don't know what they're called. Sorry. And the purple trees that we have, because I think it gives it more of a fantasy kind of whimsical vibe that you probably would have found in Wonderland. And then I wanted to put the little Mad Hatter's tea party, the tea party with March Hare, over here next to the house. So that's what I'm setting up here. I kind of was just like, let's mix match some rugs. Let's throw down some crazy chairs and just look like it is the Mad Hatter's tea party. A little happy on birthday over here. So that's what's gonna go on top of the rugs over here that I have. And while I kind of fill in some more path and move the checkerboard down because I realized I didn't have enough space, I am gonna ask you to leave me a little bit of a cheeky like. There's a little like button down there, and if YouTube is doing its cool new job, it should be lighting up, which I think is amazing. And if you're new here and you don't subscribe already, I would love a subscribe. I am so heckin' close to so many goals that I really wanted to hit by the end of this year. I'm like on track for it. So every bit of subscribing and liking and watching helps me. We're so close. So close to my goals, y'all. Okay, let's get that out of the way. Anyways, what am I doing? moving trees around. Lots of trees. Do trees count in our item limit? I don't know. I sure hope not, because I use them a lot. I'm like worried about that. You know, people were saying that we have a larger item limit, like I thought they said we had a 6,000 item limit on the PC. Why don't I have that? Why don't I have that? Am I wrong? I thought only the Switch had 3,000. I thought PC was getting 6,000. What am I doing wrong, y'all? Or am I just delusional? Is that all just wishful thinking? Could be that too. I mean, could be that too. Here, I'm just trying to break up the path a little bit. I deleted a little bit of each little section and put down some of these rocks. The Sunlit Plateau rocks match this path pretty well, so I wanted to plunk some of those down and kind of make it look a little more worn and not just like straight path, if you will. Okay, while I keep doing pathing and landscaping and I don't know, anything else that might come up while I'm chatting, let's talk about the update. Let's talk about my feelings. If you've ever been by a live stream, which, by the way, I do live stream, usually it is Monday, Wednesday, Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, but right now, for the month of November, it is just Wednesday and Friday. I would love to see you there. I am here on YouTube, live, or on Twitch, but honestly, you get ad-free viewing over here, you might as well just stay here. Anyway, I digress again. My thoughts... We've kind of talked about my thoughts on the update on my live stream, but I do kind of want to touch base on it here. I'm disappointed. I feel like Disney made us liars because I've been telling people for a year now, hey, this is going to be free to play someday. You'll get to play it someday. It'll be free to play, right? And then I'm salty because I paid a lot of money for this game and they're going to turn around and ask me to pay more for the next installment. I'm salty. I'm not happy because I did buy the $70 package and I feel like I've kind of gotten scammed overall. So I'm frustrated. And I feel like Disney did a really cool thing with the Dream Snaps. They found a way to appease us because it was becoming too money grabby and we were complaining about it. And I thought Disney was taking, and Gameloft, let's be real, this is not just a Disney thing, this is also a Gameloft thing. This is very typical of Gameloft games. If you're not familiar, they are very, very into microtransactions and macro, is that a thing? Macro transactions. And I'm sad to see Dreamlight Valley head in the same direction. It's funny because it's also suiting for Disney. I'm just gonna say it because I feel like maybe Gameloft and Disney both like suit each other in the money grabbiness. But yeah. So my thoughts, those are my thoughts. I'm disappointed. I'm really disappointed. Will I buy the expansion? Yeah, probably. Because I want to. Like, I want to see those parts. I've been dying for Eve or Eva. I always thought her name was Eva because Wally clearly says like Eva, right? But everybody's calling her Eve now, and so I'm like, is that a Mandela thing or am I just an idiot? I don't know. So I've been waiting for her. I've really, really wanted her. And I also was super excited for the Jafar update at the end of this one. We played it live on stream and I was like, oh my gosh, it's Jafar! Like, I was super excited about it. So I think there is a real FOMO that I would have. There would be some real, like, I don't know, disappointment on my end if I didn't get the expansion and I didn't play it and play the update and the expanded part. But I think you can still purchase these things and still be disappointed, right? Most of the time you can say, like, put your money where your mouth is, like, don't buy it. But I also think my little contribution to the Disney empire is not that big of a deal to them. Little old May over here and her VTuber costume is not a deciding factor in the Disney empire. So, as upsetting as I find the news to be, I will probably buy the expansion because I want it. I want the stuff that's in it. I'm just salty. I feel like they have betrayed us a couple of times now and makes me wonder at the future of Dreamlight Valley. But I will still keep making content as much as I'm salty about it. I have too many ideas, and I love the game. I just don't love the people making and producing the game right now, right? So I'm probably gonna still upload parts of my valley and me building this world. Obviously, I'm here now. I'm uploading this now after the fact. We're talking about it now. But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the update. I am excited, but also it's like a mixture of bittersweet feelings about it all. Let me just tell you, I didn't even watch Disney's video on the update. I just went straight to Probably Senpai and watched it from there, and I enjoyed that so much more because being able to talk to people while it was being recorded and being able to hear other people's genuine reactions was so much better to me. I know you can talk live on the Disney Channel. Do you remember? I guess the Disney Channel's probably still around, right? Do they have that? Or is it all Disney Plus now? Anyways, the Disney Channel on YouTube. You could go chat, and their live chat, I'm sure. But if they're anything like The Sims live chats, it's toxic. It's toxic. You gotta pick where you want to go chat. So going to someone like Probably Senpai, or who else does some really good live content? I don't know. But go to your favorite live content place and watch it there and watch reactions and talking to people was so much more enjoyable than partaking on their actual channel. Just because of the culture and the chat. And I don't know why I'm getting off into a tangent, but we're going there. I don't know why game companies don't moderate their live chats and they get away with it. The Sims live chats are really nasty, and the things people say are really bad, and there's never a moderator there. There's never anybody deleting any of those comments. But if I were to leave those kinds of comments in my live chat, Twitch would send me a nice little notice. You could be banned for not moderating your chat notice. So what the hell? Moderate your chat. And if you can't moderate your chat, turn the live chat off. I don't understand why the bigger corporations can get away with it. Money talks, I guess. But this has turned a lot more negative than I meant for it. So let's take it back to Wonderland. Some things to mention. We do have the teacup ride. I'm not going to put the teacup ride here. I do know it's Alice, right? It's the Mad Hatter's teacup ride. I don't actually think it will fit the vibe I have going on over here because this is definitely a lot more of fall tones, and it will stay fall tones, where the teacup ride has a lot more of a spring feel. I also don't think I will put it in my spring area. I kind of wanted to keep at least one theme park, and I'm gonna leave the teacup rides in the actual not theme park, roller coaster park, ride park. I wanted at least one actual ride section of my valley. I don't remember what I called it. It has a name. Eventually we'll get there because we're gonna have to remake it. But if I keep moving out the rides that I have, if I start moving them into other places, I'm not gonna have much of a ride park. So I do know there are teacups out there. I have them. I'm not putting them here. I just don't think it quite suits the vibe that I want, and that's okay. I also think it helps because the teacup ride is actually just over the river from here, still in the Forest of Valor. So it might actually help me with tying in Wonderland to the actual ride section. I wish I could remember what I'm calling the ride section, but I can't. So it is what it is right now. So far, I think we have finished the whole of the tea party. I put the Aurora cake, I think it's a wedding cake, and I put some pies down. I was trying to think like tarts, like that's the best I could come up with, tarts. I guess we do have some like eat me cookies. I probably should have put those down. I didn't even think about it until just now. So I might go make some of those and put them over there too. I put down the matching teapot, the teapot that matches the teacup ride. That's down over there. And then I just did whatever like fun and cool and ornate chairs we had. I was actually really excited to have the Ursula chair and be like, yeah, this is new. We're gonna actually use something that's like really brand new in my game. Another new to me item that I get to use, I don't think I've placed it yet, is I started placing down the roses from Beast's little greenhouse thing. I was excited to use those because, you know, paint the roses red, like that whole scene. Had to put something like that in here. I used the clock tower kind of in reference to I'm late for a very important date. What else? I did put a scarecrow down, and it's funny, as I was placing it down, I'm thinking, this is very Wizard of Oz. And it's only just now dawning on me that's not the right story. But hey, he looks good over there, so we'll probably just leave him. Okay, while we've been sitting here, I did pull up my little sketchy sketch of the valley and what I want, like, each section to be. And my ride section is literally named Theme Park. So, if you have better ideas, better naming conventions than Theme Park, please leave them below because I clearly need the help. I don't want to give too much away, but so far what we have the Valentine's Land, we have Halloween Town, and we have Wonderland. There are a lot more coming. I don't want to give them all away because I don't want somebody else to take my idea. Let's be real. It's YouTube. People are cutthroat here. Not really. People are so kind, but those are the ones that we already have like showcased. And actually, we've talked about Main Street USA. I haven't done much as far as Main Street USA goes, but that's going to be my plaza. Pretty simple, because like everybody's plaza is essentially looking like Main Street USA anyways. It's not that unique. Let's be real. So I'm taking bits and pieces of different theme parks. Some of them are straight up like yoinked from a Disney theme park, and some are just like my own interpretation, i.e. Valentine's Land. So if you have a better name for my theme park land, I would love to hear it. Please tell me. The brain cells ain't braining today. Or apparently they weren't braining months ago when I made this sketch. And I guess I haven't come up with anything since. Oh, heck. It's kind of been a rough fall. Like, I'm just tired. Is anybody else tired? So ready for this year to be done. Like, let's do Christmas and get this over with. What all did we do while I was chatting away over there? So I kind of built this little bit of a meadow space. I was thinking this meadow space is similar to something you might have seen like when Alice was falling asleep in the very, very beginning. Like, this might have been where she was reading with her sister or her tutor or whichever version you know. Or this could just be like the place where she has the conversation about the bread and butterflies and the jam on toast, right? So that was kind of the meadow situation over there. I did also build a little companion section. I don't know. Yo, I can't. I built a companion fence home habitat. It's not great. So it needs work. But I put a white rabbit in because white rabbit. I put a brown rabbit in for March Hare. And then I decided to put my royal fox over there because I felt like he suited. That's not any character in the story at all, but where else would be better for like a royal companion? I just think he goes there. You know what I'd really love though? Maybe we'll get it around like Valentine's Day? I don't know. Some kind of like rose sculpture, like heart sculpture that is kind of similar to the Red Queen's head. That would be really cool. I hope we get something like that, because like toss a couple of those over here next to the little, what is it, chessboard? Not checkers, chess. Next to the chessboard would look nice. And then I'm really hoping at some point they've got to give us Alice. Like, there's too many lovable characters and there's too many like diehard Alice fans for them not to give us Alice. And when that happens, like, I want cards, I want like crazy hats, I want all the things. Chesh, oh my gosh. Like, I don't even know how they would pick which characters we get. Oh shit, we're nearly done. Here's a little quick walkthrough. I didn't realize, like, I'm at the end of this. So here's a quick little walkthrough of the whole land. It's not a slow one because I'm really bad at the slow walkthroughs, so sorry. That's gonna be everything. Thanks for hanging out with me, you guys. I heckin' love you. We have a new end screen. Can you tell? It features our patrons, our Patreon members. Patrons. Thank you so much to our patrons. I heckin' appreciate you. Patreon link is down below. I guess that's it. I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great day. Bye, friends.